Hi everybody, thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel where I talk all things photography. So when I first dove into my photography career, my lack of experience and desperation for bookings caused me to take on every client that wanted to book with me. I quickly learned that this was not the best strategy for me, especially as I gained more credibility and experience in the industry. Because I was saying yes to every single client, I was also enabling a lack of respect for my work, discounts to my work regardless of what I felt my aesthetic and time were worth, and I was wasting time and energy providing edits that I normally wouldn't agree with or have time for. I was taking value and quality away from my work and business worth. I finally knocked some sense to myself and started saying no, and by identifying the red flags, I was able to filter out the clients that I knew weren't the right fit for me. Today, to save you guys from a few headaches, I wanted to share with you 5 reasons why you should politely decline or redirect your clients, and finally, how to tell them no. All right, so the number one reason is they are downright disrespectful. Time and time, you may get a potential client who is downright rude and disrespectful towards you. They may talk down to you as if you are of lower stature. They may show up late to meetings or phone calls or disregard your time overall. They may say something snarky or condescending. And if you see these red flags, seriously waste no time and walk away. If you notice this behavior right away, most likely it's going to continue throughout the entire process and relationship with the client. And in most cases, it's probably only going to get worse. Number 2 is they relentlessly ask and beg for a discount. I actually get this request quite often, and depending on the circumstances or situation, I may give some leeway or meet them halfway, but most times I won't allow it. Regardless of whether you accommodate the discount or not, if the potential client continues to aggressively push for a discount or greater discount, it's a sign that they're not really valuing your work just enough, and you need to direct them towards a photographer that can accommodate their requests and needs. Number 3 is when they want more. There are some potential clients who request more than what you can provide. For example, I had people request raw image files. I've had some request extreme photoshopping for every single image. I've even had some potential clients demand that I go by a very specific and detailed shot list. Usually you'd want to cover these particular requests in your contract, but if they demand a change to these, then it's time to redirect them to a photographer that can accommodate them. This, of course, brings me to my next reason you should decline a client. They demand a change or changes in your contract. I spend quite a bit of time thinking about the details, the guidelines, and the processes in my contract. A lot of my contract decisions were made from specific experiences and circumstances, but I've had a couple clients basically rewrite and propose a completely different contract to accommodate their wants and needs. And this is not okay. I create boundaries in my work for very specific, thought-out reasons, and if a client disagrees to agree, then I'll have to redirect them towards someone whose boundaries aren't as tight. Another reason is if you're overbooked. It's so tempting to take on as many clients as possible, but what I've learned from overbooking myself is that I get overwhelmed. Products and deliverables are delayed. The quality of my work is jeopardized. Promises are broken, and now my business brand is then compromised. This is an to each their own type of situation, but personally for me, I'd rather book less weddings and give them my 110% than book more and give them less than what they deserve and what they've paid for. Now that you've considered 5 reasons to say no to a client, here's some ways of delivering the news. Always give them the why. If it's due to a price or contract disagreement, help them understand why you are unable to accommodate them. Educate them and lay down your boundaries, but be sure to empathize with your client. You can show gratitude for them taking the time to inquire, but apologize for turning them down. If you know another photographer out there that can accept their wedding requirements, then provide them with their contact information when you send them away. And finally, always be tactful, kind, and respectful for the sake of your reputation, your business's reputation, and simply because respect and kindness should always be a part of your brand. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in and watching this video. Hopefully it helps some of you guys. If you love what you see, then be sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, then leave them in the comment box below. Thanks for watching. Bye. So I know saying no to your client isn't easy, so what I'm gonna do for you is provide you with a free downloadable template that you can email your clients when you're politely rejecting them or declining them and redirecting them to another photographer.